5 minutes, starting now.
Hello, my name is Robert Hinojosa, and today I've been given the privilege to talk about Jimmy Carter. Now, Jimmy Carter was born on October 1st, 1924, in Plains, Georgia, United States. Um, he actually was birthed and named James, which Jimmy was his nickname. He actually preferred being called Jimmy, so that's why people know him as Jimmy Carter. He had a lot of hobbies. Jimmy was known to be like on the move, on the go for everything, and some of those consisted of being an American politician, being in the Navy, and even a farmer. Now, Jimmy growing up was raised into a farm, 360 acres of land to be exact, and he went to a public school in Georgia, which afterwards he would study at the Georgia Institute of Technology. Now, when he did study, he decided to join the Naval Academy, which was in 1943, and 3 years later he would enlist in the Navy. Now, when Jimmy Carter was in the Navy, he moved up ranks very quickly. He was known for being a quick learner and just loved to switch up his hobbies and never just stayed with one thing. Now, after joining the Navy, he would move up 3 ranks, and the end of his Navy career would actually be in 1953 because of the passing of his father. Now, because of the passing of his father, he had to move back home because the business that they had at the farm needed to be run by somebody, and he wanted to take the role. And when he took the role, it overall helped him and resulted in him being more wealthy because he was pushing the peanut business, which actually wasn't very common at the time, but because he did, it gained a lot of hype and he really did well with it. After being in the farm industry, he actually decided to switch it up again. He was known for doing this. He wanted to be in politics now. That's what he wanted to switch his hobby in. Now, the first time he would do something politic-wise was when he applied to be in the Senate of the 14th District of Georgia, which after that, he would then again apply to be a governor of Georgia, which he did get. And when he was the governor of Georgia, he would be there for 4 years. But after the 4 years, he decided he wasn't done quite yet with politics and wanted to run for presidency. And that was in 1976. And when he did run for president, he actually did win. He was named the 39th president of the United States, and he served a full term, which was 4 years. But for the second term, he wasn't able to win again, so that would have to be the end of his presidency. Now, afterwards, he still had his peanut business, but his brother actually, Billy Carter, was running it for him. But when he got out of presidency, he found out it was actually in debt, so he ended up having to sell the peanut business. But afterwards, he would then enjoy his retirement part of his life. And in his retirement, he picked up a new hobby, which was writing books. He wrote 33 books, and people loved it all over the place. Everyone was buying them. He just really was expressing his life and just everything he's learned in life and how to not take anything for granted and always be on the move. Now, in 2002, he won the Nobel Peace Prize, and that was a great accomplishment for him. And today he is 95, and actually he had a altercation with cancer, but he was able to overcome, and he overcame it by chemo and radiation, which was great because now he's still alive and healthy. And he still applies himself to church. He's really invested in the church life, and he lives in Georgia right now, actually. So because he's back at Georgia, everyone in his hometown always says he's great at like just being a neighbor. They don't see him as a celebrity. They see him as a neighbor. He's a great guy. But throughout his whole year of accomplishments, he was very good. He was very caring, actually. He was known for being caring, loving, And yeah, I mean, that's Jimmy Carter. And thank you for giving the time out of your day. And have a great rest of your day, Mr. Johnson. Thank you.